I hope everyone is enjoying their very first Arctic blasts of the season today, with the whole eastern half of the United States experiencing temps that are below average. This is the 2-meter temperature anomaly from the GFS for this morning, and we're talking temps that are 12 degrees, if not more, below average across a large portion of the U.S. And we're also talking about temperatures in northern Florida that have dipped into the upper 30s. Here is the current temperatures across the United States. And if you look down here in Florida, we're talking about temperatures in the upper 30s. So Florida is currently operating on a 2-hour delay as everyone is frantically searching for their winter coats and are probably running late to work. But it is important to note that this cold weather does not only affect humans, it also is affecting the iguanas. They become cold shocked and then fall from the trees. So those that do venture outdoors this morning after finding their winter coats stand the chance of being hit in the head by a falling iguana from a tree. But I do want to jump into what causes iguanas to fall from the trees when it becomes cold like this. So iguanas are cold-blooded reptiles, meaning that they don't generate their own body heat. So they rely on external sources like the sun to generate their body heat. So when temperatures drop significantly, iguanas enter what's called like a dormant state, and they become cold shocked or cold stunned, some might say, and then they end up, if they're in a tree, they end up falling from their tree. So they don't die, they just enter a dormant state, and then once it gets warmer out throughout the day, they start waking up, and then they start moseying on around again. But so they temporarily become cold stunned and fall from the trees. So like I said, if those that do venture outdoors stand the chance at being hit by a falling iguana. And this cold weather does have me in the Christmas spirit. I got my Snoopy sweatshirt on. I got my Christmas tree glasses on my head here. But that's not the only thing going on across the United States right now. We are also talking about lake effect snow. Let's go. We're in snow season now. So lake effect snow is going to be coming off of Lake Huron, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario through this afternoon. As you can see here, I'm pushing it through. And it starts to wind down later this evening and overnight tonight because the wind that is coming from the north is going to die down. So we're not going to be, the lake effect snow is going to be tapering off here throughout the day. I do want to go into the current radar across the northeast here just to show you some of the lake effect snow. I'm about to sneeze. I'm trying to hold it back. This is the State College radar KCCX, and you can see there is a nice snow band entering into the State College region, but most of it is dying off as it crosses over the mountains. I mean, it's not the strongest lake effect event that they've had, so I don't expect really maybe a passing flurry east of the mountains, but even that I think is going to be pretty hard to come by, especially with the dry air mass that we're in right now. I'd be surprised if really anything lasts over the mountains. But here, State College is reporting 1.2 inches this morning. So State College is getting some snow out of this lake effect band that is moving on off of Lake Erie. So let's take a look at the Pittsburgh radar. It's really not all that impressive coming off of Lake Erie up here, but it's something. They're getting some snow out of this. And then let's take a look at the Cleveland radar. There is a nice band coming off of southern Lake Erie, just to the north and east of Cleveland, Ohio this morning, with reflectivity values into the 40 dBz range, which is quite impressive, but still not the strongest lake effect scenario that they've had. They're used to this. I mean, they're just going to get the brooms out and take care of it this morning when they go outside. And then we'll take a look at Buffalo, the radar from Buffalo, if it loads. It might not load here. I don't know why. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, so you can see a band coming off here in northern Lake Erie, entering into southern New York and northern Erie County with reflectivity values above 40 dBz, so that's kind of impressive. I mean, very, very convective right now. I mean, what can you say? And then we're going to take a look at one last radar here. This snow band does appear to have died off pretty good. They had a pretty good snow band throughout the night. I don't know what the snow reports are for in southern Ontario there, but I would love to find out, because they had a snow ban that was pretty much ongoing throughout the entire night. They've had these snow squall warnings issued throughout the entire evening yesterday and throughout the entire night. One last thing before we go here, we're going to take a look at the snowfall reports. Cedar Lake, Indiana reported 12.3 inches. Crow Point, Indiana reported 10 inches. Elmwood Park, Wisconsin, 10.5 inches. North Bay, Wisconsin with an astonishing 7.5 inches. That's literally nothing for them. Hydetown, PA reported 12, just over 12 inches. And Titusville, PA, just over 10 inches. So pretty impressive, but really nothing that they're not used to. And that's all we have for you right now. Stay with us as we enter lake effect snow season, and maybe some more cold shots come end of November and early December. So stay with us. We'll keep you guys updated. Thank you for watching.